the Spring Revolution that evolved or reached Egypt seemed to be going into the fall and maybe into the spring and into the summer again. Like they just keep on going on and on and on and on. And this is what I was worried about when they started the thing. The Bible does predict that these Arabs, they're uncontrollable and nobody will be able to control them. But we've seen where some strong men were controlling them. We had Saddam Hussein, we had Mubarak, we had Ali, some of these Gaddafi, some of these big boys, and they were keeping, check, and they were doing what needs to be done. But some wise guys in Europe and elsewhere, they think that, oh, I'm so nice, and we need nice boys to run the show there. Well, nice boys aren't going to be able to control them Arabs, man. God said it. God said that, they were indomitable. And if a guy is controlling them, you better work with him, because when things collapse, they're going to all be your problem. I recall when China moved on the Tiananmen Square, a lot of people were saying this and that, and China man said, look, Canada, I understand your democracy and all that stuff, but you know what, let me cut all this stuff out. How many Chinese do you want, bro? I could give you 100 million. How much you want up in Europe? You want like 300 million? We could do that, no problem. Now, let me give you the gravity and the magnitude of his little profound speech there. We know that East and West Germany united, and it didn't bring a big strain on the West. On West Germany, everything was smooth and the unified, etc. But Canada at that time had probably about 25 million people. Can you imagine the Chinaman give them overnight 100 million? That's 4 times they have. Man, they'd be in such trouble to organize these people, to settle them in, to do the paperwork, to get them that money, to feed them, to make sure that everything is going good. Man, you can't imagine a society overnight expand like 4 times. That Canada would have been disappearing. Or if you get America like maybe 300 million, that's about more than it's like gonna be twice what had been in America. It's tough. And this Chinaman is saying, look, bro, I understand what you're saying, and maybe we should be socialist, maybe we should be democratic, but you know what? We have to control these people. We have 1 billion people here, and if we don't control them and we start slacking up and so forth, and they start to overrun us and they overrun your country, then you're going to be crying. But perhaps these boys that looking for these places to collapse, maybe it's going to collapse eventually, and let us have some serious dislocation, some serious chaos in the world. But I'm not excited about that. I think I could understand the magnitude of that kind of immigration problem, and that kind of spilling over people from India, people from China, people from where else that has a lot of people. They shed them people over there. You know what I mean? Like real quick, you have like 3/4 of a billion people moving to certain locations. Them societies that things going good and so forth. Well, I mean, Europe is seeing some troubles, but still they're going to be seen better than Africa and the third world. So, send them over there, man. That's going to be something, eh? So, we need to reevaluate this spring thing over there, man. From the start, you look down the road, you're going to see where this thing leading. And a spin-off of this is the Occupy Europe and Occupy London and Occupy Los Angeles and Wall Street and so forth. I interacted with some of these Wall Street, these occupiers, and they will not be satisfied with nothing. Just the guys in Cairo here. The guy said that the government is the problem that caused the economy and all this dislocation. And I don't agree with that, but that's how they see it. That's their level of thinking. Mind you, that most of them seem to be people who intelligence kind of small. Maybe should have been in some little program to take care of them, like some mental home or something. But they're out there and they're looking to be celebrities, and they're looking to run the world, man. It'd be serious trouble if these people really get the way, bro. So I hope that wise heads going to prevail, and we're gonna tell these people in Egypt and in Syria and so forth to just calm yourself down, bro. Things are tough. Money is kind of slight. Try to see how you can create some opportunities in your own country, and we're gonna hold your people to the fire so that they're gonna do some reforms. But you can't let anarchy control, because, bro, when the thing take hold in the Middle East and it go to Africa and then it go to Europe and then go all over the world, man, that's gonna be something, eh? So look for the big picture, not this little window thing.